Okay, this is Matthew Morgan, and I'm coming to explain to you something that my generation seriously need to hear. Manhood is something my generation is missing. Well, every generation done hit it and missed it to some degree, so let me explain to you what manhood is versus what people got you thinking it is. Okay? Manhood has nothing to do with how many, as you call them, hoes you can get. Manhood has nothing to do with how many cars you drive, how many houses you have, how many chains you got, how much money you got in your pocket. Don't have nothing to do with being a hood nigga or having a hood status. Has nothing to do with how many drugs you done pushed, how many bodies you got to count or murder, how many times you've been in and out of jail, because none of that's a manhood situation. Let me explain something to you about that. All jail is a system to keep you from becoming a man. Basically, it destroys your ability to live. Like, if you go to jail, understand something. You got someone else telling you what to do, when to do, how to do it, and how long to do it. Then you got to worry about fighting, getting, what's that word, shanked, getting your manhood taken, or your butt taken, just everything. Getting in fights. You only get to go outside for an hour, but even then you got to worry about stuff. Then you try to be a man, you find out on them streets that's not where your manhood is. For some people, they do find it on the streets. That don't mean that's where you get it from. Here's truthfully where you get manhood from. Life. The stuff you go through is supposed to build up your manhood or your womanhood. Like, here's what makes a manhood happen. You go through trials and tribulations. They make you better, make you wiser, they make you stronger, they make you smarter. You take care of the people that love you, and you show love back to the people that love you. You don't forget where you come from, and you try to help people. You handle your business, you pay your bills, keep a roof over your head, all that stuff. Make sure you usually always have a job. I say usually because it's kind of hard out here for a black man to get a job. But if you put enough effort in, it'll happen. But as far as what people think being a man is, that has nothing to do with it. And realistically, the streets should be your last option. Why I say that is because try to get a job. Try. If you can't get a job, then the streets might have to be your option. But see if you can, rely on your family members till you get on your feet. But for some people, unfortunately, the streets end up being your only alternative of survival. Can't judge, it happens. That's a system thing. You can't judge. When I say a system thing, I mean, like I explained in prior videos before, the system, like Tupac said, is pretty much against everybody that's a minority or not a millionaire or a billionaire or a gazillionaire. Pretty much everyone on the bottom of the totem pole, it's against everyone. White, black, gay, straight, religious, non-religious, political, non-political. Everybody, white, black, ugly, attractive, all y'all. System ain't for none of y'all. You might think it is, but it ain't. But anyway, let me explain this to you. As far as the streets go, you got two options. The grave or jail. That's the only two options. The grave or jail. Unless you find a way to get out that, the grave or jail is your only two options. Unless you go back to school, which is a wise idea, and learn, get education, and do better, streets is going to lead you to jail or the grave. It's just what it is. And by the way, just so it's understood, as a man, being a man has nothing to do with having sex and bringing a baby into the world. Being a man means whatever babies you create, you care for. Women too. Whatever baby you make, you care for it. Screw child support. You made the baby, support it. Don't have sex with 20 different women having 20 or 30 different babies and be there for none of them. Because you think being a man is how many hoes you get, how much pussy you get. No. Don't make a baby and then just leave a baby just not knowing who you are. Real men don't expect, but whatever happens, they do what they gotta do to take care of what they didn't expect to happen. Fake so-called men have to make excuses as to why they didn't or why they couldn't. You know? Now, I'm not going to say life don't knock you down, because it does. It gets hard out here for people. Things happen. That's why I say no one should be judging no one else's life decision. What the? Oh, that's what that is. But, yeah, like, people think because you pay rent, that makes you a man. People think because you got a lot of expensive material stuff, that makes you a man. People think because you have sex, that makes you a man. That has nothing to do with it. Manhood is life. Stuff you go through that makes you stronger, that helps you to stand tall and be better. All this other systematic crap like cars, money, jewelry, how many women you get, how many bodies you got. None of that has anything to do with manhood. None of it. Manhood has to do with standing up and maturing and doing better in life, but not forgetting where you come from or who helped you get there. You know? Just so that's understood. Second part. Truth. There's two truths that exist in this world. There's the truth that people can hear because it helps you feel better, but it doesn't help you change. Then there's that truth that hurts your feelings, but helps you do better and helps you change. What do I mean? I'm going to give you a real good example. You got that church politic truth. Then you got that Jesus truth. What do I mean when I say church politic truth? They only tell you what you want to hear so it helps you feel better. But it doesn't change you. Doesn't convict you and make you want to do right. Jesus' truth is straight up honesty. It's not cutting no corners, not beating around the bush, trying not to be harsh or rude, but telling you, look, man, you don't change this, you're going to ruin your life. You don't change this, you're going to die. You don't change this, you're never going to get better in life. You don't change this, you're not going to succeed. You don't change this, you can't get with the person you want. You don't change this, you can't get to where you want. You don't change this, you can't have that. Jesus' truth right there. Church truth is, oh, well, God's going to help you fix it. God's going to help you. Political truth, well, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We need your support, but nothing happens. Or they say, pray, 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 nothing happens. They tell you Jesus is going to handle it, but nothing happens. Some people don't like the truth because it burns because they know they did a lot of wrong in life. So, unfortunately, that's how it is. But just the understanding of it. Truth is something that hurts you, but it helps you. Just to let this be understood one more time. Manhood has to do with you being a man, being able to accept when you're wrong and admit it, say I'm sorry, try to do better the next time. Manhood has to do with facing your demons, battling them, and beating them. Manhood has to do with doing better in life and not worse. And I'm going to tell you something. I live with someone who thinks the meaning of being a man is trying to, throw his weight around and make everyone else intimidated by him or something. Talking about the only man in my house is me. No one else in my house is a man but me. I'm like, You ain't got no manhood if that's the way you see stuff. True man don't have to show his manhood. True manhood comes from the stuff you done got done in life. Any man who thinks they're a man by trying to bully another young man and trying to grow up into a man ain't no man. You're a timid ass little boy is what you are. Because all you do is try to bully a younger guy so he can't mature in life. People don't like, there's a lot of guys who don't like to see other guys mature. They hate that. But whether or not you like it, it's gonna happen, so you might want to deal with that. Alright, I'm out.